Scindapsus chop with over a year of updates. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Rose, my pronouns are she, her, and this is my variegated Scindapsus jade satin. Yes, look at that. Beautiful leaves. This baby has been growing really well on a pole for me, but I noticed that, can you see here how much bare stems there are on this moss pole? So I figured, why not chop her up into nodes? Some of them are already growing into the moss pole they can stay on, and a few others I might throw in a little prop box, and then I'll give you updates on how it's going, because this is a very unexpected beautiful plant that I got in an import 1.5 years ago. Ooh! Oh, it's so pretty! And I really enjoyed it, much more than I thought. So I grabbed my shears. Let's see. I hope you can properly see the stem here that we're just gonna chop. Oh, this is all separate. Do you see that? So this one's attached. This one's attached. That one's attached. Are we gonna do one node cuttings all over? No, I'm gonna leave this as the top leaf of the latest cutting. Oh, this had some roots, but not really growing into the stem. How about this one? This is better attached. That's fully attached. What about the top? Oh, also fully separate and pretty yellow. But we're gonna try to grow these out. We'll see how that goes. And then let's see this side. Are we gonna keep that fully? That has much more leaves, which is, I think, to do with the amount of variegation. This was so yellow that a lot of the leaves died off, and hopefully the new growth points will come out on spots of the stem where there is some green. If you look at this little stem here there is a green line, but most of this stem, oh, there's another green line on the other side, but a lot of it is variegated, and the node, the growth point here is where? Right there in the armpit, right on one of the green lines. So that has a good promise. And these ones, we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. This one as well, you see the nice candy cane variegation. And the growth point is right next to my nail there. So it's near the green bit. So we're gonna have to wait and see if these actually grow out to be variegated and not fully, how'd you say, like a nice balance. I'm gonna leave the other one on, and I might use a little clippy. No, I think it's attached properly. This one, though, is not attached at all. Can you attach? Attach. It's probably because I kept the moss pole too dry, which I just watered it. I'm watering all the plants right now. Okay, attach. Clippy. Stay tuned. This video's paid partner is BetterHelp. And just like that, my neighbor started renovations. Not ideal. You may have seen my video recently where someone called me pregnant. That comment 15 years ago would have me spiraling so badly. I had an eating disorder and hated my body, thinking I would only be worthy if I was thinner, skinnier, taking up less space. Thankfully, back in 2011, I got help. First from OA, Overeaters Anonymous, like AA, but for people with eating issues. And then later also from a therapist. She helped me so much, learning to become aware of my destructive patterns, my unhealthy behaviors like binging and fasting and excessively working out. With her help, I learned step by step to recognize them and eventually stop them. It was not easy, and it took a lot of dedication throughout the years after as well, but I got better. Eating disorders are a lifelong challenge because unlike alcohol or drugs, you cannot fully stop. You need food every day. But with the help of therapy, my mind got better. And with lots of training, I went from hate to neutrality to eventually actually loving my body at any shape and size. And that's what helped me in that awkward moment when the lady assumed I was pregnant. Someone said they wished to be as tough as me, to be able to deal with comments like that. But I think it is the opposite. I didn't build a hard shell to protect me. I actually softened to myself, to my body. I learned to accept it and love it as it is. And with that softness, the harsh words were not received as painful to me. It was just a mistake. However, I have contacted the business so that they can make sure that this lady doesn't say something so inappropriate to anyone else. I've received so many DMs and messages from you guys saying how you've had this situation as well, but you really want kids, or you've just had a miscarriage. I hope the lady learns that it is just better to not comment about pregnancy or kids unless the person themselves specifically says, hey, I'm pregnant. And I realized that my mind is so much healthier and happier than I even thought. BetterHelp is on a mission to make starting therapy easier. A therapist will listen, ask questions, and help you see things from a new perspective. They can give you advice and techniques to make positive changes in your life, like I did as well. Fill out the questionnaire and you'll be matched with a therapist as soon as possible. You can also easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost if it is not the right fit. Click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/yogaandplant and get 10% off your first month of therapy. Now back to the video.
Several months later.
Update time. Look at this baby. The bottom growth I cut up and that is now finally growing again. There's one point there, see? Oh, actually there's a second point. So it's growing from 2 spots now. The rest of the cuttings I removed in a previous video because they were basically all dead. There is a pretty bare stem here, so I could try more propagation. Sorry, my boyfriend's working upstairs. I think he's gonna start to vacuum clean soon, so I'll have to hurry up. It grew these leaves. See the size of this one? It's beautiful, but still pretty small. And this was so much bigger, so the size increase is great. This one is almost fully yellow, so that's probably gonna stay a little bit smaller. And there's a new point already again. It is reaching the top of the moss pole, so I'll have to extend this soon. I might actually check if it is rooted into the moss pole, because if it is not, I can start it back down at the bottom, because it's pretty bare down there. Let's check that together. This is not connected. Woo! This is definitely not growing into the moss pole. Hopefully the top is. I do see some roots. Wait, last clip. Nope. Oh, look at this. It has some roots, but it's not going into the moss pole. So what we're gonna do actually, this was not the plan, but we're going to take it down to where it was growing into the moss pole, which was there. I'm gonna chop it, and then we're gonna replant this somehow. This was not the plan of this video, but okay. So now I'm going to take this top cutting, probably plant it on here at the bottom so it has space to grow again. I don't have extensions at the moment, and the person I get them from is on vacation because it's summer holidays right now. But I guess that's a bigger update than I expected to do. Whoops.
1 hour later.
Okay, I did it. I potted it up in a slightly bigger pot so that the new cutting has some fresh soil to root into. I popped it in the soil down here and then clipped it onto the moss pole with some hair clips on the side of the other stems. It does look a little bit messy right now, but I think once they all settle in properly, it'll be okay again. And yeah, so maybe this one will grow from the top here because that's already rooted. And the one cutting that I took off separately off the bottom of this cutting, so there's no wasted leaf, I put in water to grow. I hope we have a cool update soon, but I actually think this is already a pretty cool update. It looks bushy and beautiful and the leaves are stunning. I hope they stay okay because this of course did give them some stress. There's no roots right now and they are very yellow. So good chance this will brown up and die before the next update. Stay tuned.
Many months later.
And now we are here more than 10 months since the last update because nothing much was happening with this plant for a really long time and I kind of just ignored it. Ooh, it is really crispy. I should water it. It's been quite warm here in the Netherlands, so my moss poles dry out really fast. I do see a fresh root in there though. I wonder if I can show you. See the little white bit? So that's a good sign. And as you can see, we have quite a few leaves. Let's go over the different ones. The top cutting with that little bare stem that you saw has 2 new leaves. First one was this one. Lots of yellow on that one, as you can see. And then this leaf is still, you can see the green incoming, but it's still quite a lot of yellow. But it's okay. I mean, it looks pretty. It's hard kind of to focus on with this bright sun that we have right now. By the way, I did my nails for you again. I'm really enjoying doing my nails for the video, so that's really fun. And then at the bottom here, let me remove the little baggie of good bugs for a second. So we have the 2 growth points on the one side. Wait, what did I do? I'm a bit confused with what is what part right now, and I'm wondering if I took that top cutting out. You saw me putting that in the last video, but I don't see it anymore. So I don't know what happened there. Where did it go? Also, I don't know where all the little stems went. I had so many stem cuttings. None of them grew, or I don't know where I put them, but they're not in my mind. I cannot think of where they could be right now. So maybe they died? I don't know. Also, I couldn't find the footage of me pulling out the dead stems from the moss pole, the dried out stems that were still on it. I think it was because I let the moss pole get so crispy, and if that's only rooted in there and not also in the soil, then that becomes a bit of an issue. By the way, how cute is this pot from Piece of Clay? It's such a cute shape. I love it a lot. The shape and the colors are amazing. So on this side, this is the 2 growth points of the base plant that I showed you in the beginning. They have all grown quite a few leaves. Some of them have browned a bit, which is fully normal when a leaf has a lot of yellow. Full yellow or full white variegation, it often browns very quickly. But we have this side growth, which has that leaf, and then this very nice big leaf. And then this leaf. Wait, am I saying that right? No, I'm not. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but in between, there is a new leaf on the way. So it is growing actively. And then the other side shoot had this leaf first, the little half moon leaf in the center. And then this leaf, kind of half moony again. And the latest one, or am I lying? No, that is the latest one. And the other leaves you see are the older leaves from the original stem. And you can see kind of how as it matures, the yellow becomes lighter and lighter. And when it comes in, it almost all looks the same color like it does here. So it's kind of fun to see the combination of older plants and older leaves and newer leaves. I'm definitely going to have to water this moss pole to keep the roots in the moss pole happy. But I am very happy with how it's improved, how it's coming back. I don't know what the difference was, maybe the renovation where I didn't have much attention to my plants for a while. But the first year, this plant grew from just a cutting with 2 leaves all the way up that pole like you saw at the beginning of the video. And then when I chopped it, it just took so long to grow back. So I don't know, it was really ugly for a long time, and it's finally looking cute again. I'm very relieved that it has made a comeback and that the leaves are nice and big and nice and patterned. Oh, and I wanted to show you, because I actually recently got another Scindapsus. If you've seen my Botanica haul at the end of the market video, you've seen this already. This is a Scindapsus centaurum, which is also a variegated one, as you can see, maybe. This is an older leaf, so... Oh. Some guttation on my face. This is an older leaf, so you can see the variegation a little bit better. And this leaf came in, you can see kind of half variegated. It seems there are 2 growth points on it, so this growth point made this leaf. And you can see here as well, it's pretty green still with the variegation. And the newest leaf, slowly the variegation is coming in. Or it's kind of all yellow. I don't know, it just becomes a little bit more clear as the leaves mature and age because the variegation becomes lighter like it does here. I did have another one before, which was called Scindapsus Rubicon, also a variegated one, but I didn't like that as much as I like this one, so I gave that, or I sold that I think on an Instagram sale. So these are the 2 Scindapsuses that I have in my collection. I'm very scared to drop this pot, so I'm leaning it on my chest. Yeah, these are the 2 Scindapsus in my collection right now. So I guess it's also a collection tour. I don't have many Scindapsus. Let me know what you think. Would you have chopped this plant? Because it turned out that it actually set the plant back quite a lot, even though it was looking really nice before. I don't know if it was a smart choice, but I am happy now that it's finally growing back and the moss ball is starting to fill up again. I can just keep looking at this and showing you all the beautiful colors and the nails and the leaves. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe below if you haven't already. You can click the bell for notifications whenever I upload. I always fumble that sentence. And you can join my Patreon or YouTube membership if you want more. We do a monthly Zoom call and I make extra, less edited content for the people on there. Thank you so much for being here and watching, especially also videos with ads in it. I really appreciate it. This really helps me to be able to continue YouTube because I was doubting there for a second if this could stay as a weekly or bi-weekly right now upload schedule with my financial situation. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much and I will see you again soon. Bye! Something is making a little noise. Oh, it's a little clippy. I should have removed that before filming. Sorry if that noise annoyed you. Sorry, friends. Bye. Happy Pride.